Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's stream. And of course, what's going on with that? The asset didn't load. Okay. How are we now? All working? There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Aston. Hello, Skits. Did it end up working for you, Skits? Twitch is being a bit stupid. Like, massive delay in reporting that I'm live. But, you know, it's okay. I'm here. Finally. Starting a little earlier today. It is 11 o'clock. And I'm still just getting set up. I've only been awake for an hour. Oh, not really an hour. Like half an hour, 20 minutes I've only been awake for, so... He slept in. So we're going to be playing a new game today called Dear Esther. What the hell? What? What the hell with Twitch? Yeah, I know, right? And so... Okay, helps if that was said on the right welcome message, but because of the radio stream the other day, I had to change it. So now that's on the right one, it should welcome you properly and show you up on the screen. Now I got my merch too. So I'm wearing my shirt. I like it. Very comfortable. There it is. Try to type it. What? Try to type it, said try again? What do you mean? Try to talk to you will not send in chat. Oh, I'm reading it. Need to reopen the Twitch app. I'll be here. Not going anywhere. Now it's okay? Awesome. Okay. So, there's some new changes. That message didn't change. Why? So I changed the way that all the timers work. Yeah, see, it's not meant to ask you to do the timer anymore. It's meant to just say, make sure you join the Discord for updates on everything, and when we go live, use the following link. It's here. Oh, there's 2 messages. Whoops. Okay, remove the old one. Save the new one. Okay, and fixed. Okay. So, let's get into the game. I want you over there. And let's switch to this one, because I have it already launched. Sure, 2 speakers. Turn on caption. Let's go new game. It is a new game, yes. So I haven't done... no, let's run that in full screen. When I alt-tab it does that, maybe. Extra high, sure. Language, English, okay. So yes, brand new game, and this one's called Dear Esther, and this is the Landmark Edition. I saw it was on Steam for free for a limited amount of time, so I got it and downloaded it. So I thought it would be nice to play a different game rather than, you know, continue to do Factorio and Dying Light 2 until we finish those games, which it will happen. We'll probably do Factorio tomorrow or Dying Light 2 tomorrow. Either or, but let's get into this.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Indeed. Bad music. Are we... Oh, we're playing it. Forbidden history? Is that what that says? No. Actually, I don't recognize the word. Is this a ghost game? I have no idea. It was free on Steam and for a limited time, and so I clicked download. horror? To be fair, though. If it is... Okay, let's... Still haven't set up the heart rate. So... Create a new... Okay. And come up. It will. Let's put some music back on while I do this. Oh. Add a scene. Where's my heart rate gone? I just created it. There you are. Now where did it go? Hydrate. Hi, Chuck. I want to window projector this. Hey, let's take a look at what I'm doing. So, hellos. So window projector that, and where did it go? Right there. Okay. Make you nice and big so I can see. I want the heart rate exactly where it was last time. Right there. And so now if I enable it, come on. Hey, there we go. Okay, so that's that one done. Five, two. Oh, well, that's essentially this. To add a scene, I want to add the hyper rate. Yep. studio mode so it doesn't change. Yeah, I still haven't got the capture card for the audio PC set up. Hyper rate. There you are. Right there. Be right back. Can I add that in? Yeah, I can add it there. Hyper rate. Now intermission is going to be hard. Same with the big screen. Just cam. Can I add that to here? Because I think the alerts are there. I can. And I'm going to have to add it to ending. Okay, so let's add in browser source and hyper rate. So so slow. I think putting it here would be nice. Let's copy that. Mission big screen. And let's put you like right there. How does that sound? Right there. Just cams are there, that's fine. Ending. Paste. Yep, you can stay there. And offline, I don't need it there. Hi, Aston. Mission, that's there. Right back, that's there. Audio PC is there. Stream PC is there. And let's add a scene for the starting soon. And that can be right there. Always. And so now that button should work. No, it does not. Okay. Disable the preview for that now. Stream PC commands. And I'm looking for heart rate. Heart. Just called heart. Ah, there it is. So, there's one, a thing called hyper rate. Alpha message timers. Hyper rate, there you are. Gonna toggle you. And so, where did I add it manually? Intermission. So in intermission. Hyper rate, yep. Intermission big screen. Yep. Just cams, nope. Ending. Cams ending. So now this button should work. It does. Okay, so I can switch back to intermission. And now with that, so now I should be able to just toggle that now, right? Sources heart rate. Yeah. Perfect. I got my heart rate up on high. Okay. Back to the game. A lot. Heart rate. Yeah, I know, right? It's back. Sound is actually really good. You can hear the sea in the left ear and the wind in your right ear. Like, it's really nice. On the beach. Can't see my feet, but okay. There's no running either. It's just this walk. Graphics not bad? No. Little path bad. We're still along the beach, so just walking about, really. And I can walk back up there.
When you were born, your mother told me a hush fell over the delivery room. A great red birthmark covered the left side of your face. No one knew what to say, so you cried to fill the vacuum. I always admired you for that you cried to fill whatever vacuum you found. I began to manufacture vacuums just to enable you to deploy your talent. The birthmark faded by the time you were 6 and had gone completely by the time we met, but your fascination with the empty and its cure remained.
No, I can't run. I tried that. Shift doesn't work. Can't crouch either. Like, control's not working, and C's
Dear
not
Esther,
working.
I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
So head back up the stairs that are here. It was a nice walk along the beach, though. Nice walk. But yeah, can't run. Or unless can't run yet. Not too sure. But the graphics, even by the beach here, are not bad at all. So I'm guessing it's this way.
Donnelly's book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
Okay.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
He's sick? What does he mean?
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Talking about an island now, so does that mean we're on an island? Because if I've just walked over the other side of the island and there's still more ocean, why are we here?
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Boat over there. But the
I threw
path-
my arms wide and the cliff opened out before me, making this rough home. I transferred my belongings from the bothy on the mount and tried to live here instead. It was cold at night, and the sea lapped at the entrance at high tide. To climb the peak, I must first venture even deeper into the veins of the island, where the signals are blocked altogether. Only then will I understand them, when I stand on the summit and they flow into me, uncorrupted.
Okay. Just an extra bit of a story, I guess. I don't know where to go from here. Do I have to backtrack? Oh. Hey, skits. Oh, those sounds. Oh, those sounds are up, yeah. Oh, I haven't added your sound file. Sorry. I wish I could run, but I can't. I could go up around here. Looks like there's a
I
tower.
dreamt I stood in the center of the sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
There was a tower off in the distance. I could go up there, but I want to follow this path. Ooh, okay.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
The boat? Go and check the boat out. Because I couldn't check the other one out. I don't know what's up with this music. Need to sleep. I do too. I'm hanging out for a couple of days. I need to fix those timers. They are happening too frequently.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
I honestly don't know what to think of this game so far. Like, I understand that it's like a story, but
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
okay. Can I like walk up there? Not. I'm gonna go up there. Probably make a loop back around. Okay. Zoom in his mouse one. You just walk and zoom. At least I know there's a zoom now. Oh, can I not get back up there? Good. Okay.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
So I can go this way. So what is...
What charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss. How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
I could fall in there, but I don't want to. Oh. House.
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
Horse stable?
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
On the horse stable? Like it. No, maybe. Maybe something else, I'm not too sure. What paint?
3 cormorants seen at dusk. They did not land. This house built of stone, built by a long-dead shepherd. Contents: my camp bed, a stove, a table, chairs, my clothes, my books. The caves that score out the belly of this island, leaving it famished. My limbs and belly famished. This skin, these organs, this failing eyesight. When the battery runs out in my torch, I will descend into the caves and follow only the phosphorescence home.
Bird.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated. and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes. They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
Okay. That's one way to describe someone passing.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the Bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
A candle? Which still burns? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
Okay. Like a candle. Auto crouch, lovely.
There is no other direction, no other exit from this motorway. Speeding past this junction, I saw you waiting at the roadside, a one last drink in your trembled hands.
Okay. Where to now? Oh. A waterfall. That would be very slippery. It just come from over there. And we fell down and then we went up. And then come back. Another candle. That's still burning. My question is, how did it get there? How was it lit? How was it still burning? Why is crawling faster?
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
Different ways I can go. Left or right? Thinking right first. Nope, should have been left. Not where I wanted to go, but go up and around. Probably the way it wants me to go anyway. Looks like it. Eyes or looks like eyes.
When I was coming round from the operation, I remember the light they shone in my eyes to check for pupil contraction. It was like staring up at a moonlit sky from the bottom of a well. People moved at the summit, but I could not tell if you were one of them.
Okay. This is more paint, as we've identified. away from something city. A city. See that? I can't read all of that. And or something BA something help. Yeah. The paint, that's the dripping of that paint made it difficult. Is difficult to read. Has made it difficult to read, yeah. Okay. Oh, now we stand. Oh, we're gonna go for a swim now. Okay. Another waterfall. I'm guessing we just dropped, did we? I didn't have to drop, the game did it for me. Oh. I don't know what to do. Do I go to the surface or? More candles. We're on the other side of the cave, are we? Yeah, and it's dark. Music?
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
What does that mean? That. Oh, what a lovely walking platform there. understand what's with these candles. Would have made me walk through that anyway, so yeah. Oh. Okay, it's a bit loud. Down a couple of notches. For some reason this part of the game is a bit loud. So what?
Fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
What I was about to say is maybe at high tide it comes up and like this is like a, I don't know, a boat dock, maybe? But again, candles. Why? Why do we have the candles? Photo, but we'll check that in a sec. Elements? Don't fucking do that. Okay. Car parts.
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly ridden boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Have here.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Oh my god, he's not joking. Oh, that's sad. Don't do that to me. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him and he fell to the ground. Eggs. Okay, looks like it's up these stairs.
I will drag my leg behind me. I will drag it like a crumpled hatchback, tires blown and sparking across the dimming lights of my vision. I'm running out of painkillers and am following the flicker of the moon home. When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they restarted his heart with the jump leads from a crumpled hatchback. It took 21 attempts to convince it to wake up.
Wow. One over there.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Okay. And as he was recycling? No. Predicting? And as he was predicting on his journey. On his journey, yeah. Okay. It's very hard to read. That font, the paint, the way that's very hard to read. Has come near. No, I can't read that last word.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, So he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
And he was out. And he was 3 days. And he was 3 days without. Again, can't read that one. 3 days without something. And neither did he eat nor drink. Okay. Neither did he eat or drink. Well, we haven't eaten or drinking anything, and yeah, I don't know. First. Or building first, not house.
There are headlights reflected in these retinas. Too long in the tunnels of my island without a bottom. The sea creatures have risen to the surface, but the gulls are not here to carry them back to their nests. I've become fixed, open and staring, an eye turned on itself. I've become an infected leg whose tracking lines form a perfect map of the junctions of the M5. I will take the exit at mid-thigh and plummet to my Esther.
Look at it. It's so pretty. Danger, authorized personnel. Yeah. Okay.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Okay. Wow. come into? Come into what? Damascus. Standing there. It's so pretty.
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an Ariel, a beacon that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Don't fall or jump. Oh, why? No way. Is this the end of the game? It is. Okay. That was quick. About an hour and change. actually a nice story. I still don't understand what the story is. Like, he spoke about a car crash. What else did he speak about? Like, losing himself on an island, maybe? But then he kept talking about a car crash, so... Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah. I didn't want to push that. I want to push that. Thank you. Silly thing. I must have pushed both buttons. Yeah. That's it. Did we actually get everything? We did. Director's commentary. So there's only 4 chapters. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that would be it. I would call this an end. I would. So, it only leaves one thing. And that's to go. So... yeah. Does that button work now? It does. Nice. But, yeah. Unfortunately, this is it. So... not much, that I can do. So, yeah, I've got a day filled with the family today, so that's why I sort of wanted to do... Okay, refresh that. Do, you know... do an earlier stream, and yeah, I only started an hour earlier than I normally would have. You know, instead of starting at 12, I started at 11. But I don't know. It's I don't know what else to do now. Like, I liked the story, but like there's not much else. So no one's streaming right now, so I'm gonna leave you with the radio station. Thanks everyone so much for coming around today, and I shall catch you all during the next stream, which will definitely be tomorrow, so make sure you do join tomorrow, and I shall see you all later on. Bye!